Hello and welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod, and we're on day 3768 on a weekday during working hours. I'm just asking to be in trouble with the boss, right? No, it's cool. It's cool. I got my stuff done. I'm a good guy. What are we here for today? Well, Victor, the 5-star version, has his own little store out. We're going to get to that. And we're going to start it off, though, with a Crash the Titans. I know that's blasphemy. I usually procrastinate on these things to the very last minute on like a Sunday or maybe Saturday. But I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. It's not like a New Year's resolution thing. It's more like I just don't want to miss it anymore. Let's just get it ahead of time, right? I don't know. It's not like I really miss them. You get it, right? If I have to do it behind the scenes, I will. But I'm trying to do it on the air. Okay, so Crash the Titans. We have a single Crash this time with Venom. Well, against Venom, I should say. Eddie Brock Venom is... Let's rewind a bunch. He is a much earlier 4-star for MPQ. Matter of fact, he is the second Venom to be in the game. The first one being 1-star Venom from long ago. But this version of Venom was with Eddie Brock, not, the other guy. This Venom, a little more iconic, and he came in with a passive power that really turned heads when he came out. Not that he was broken, not that he was meta, but the ability with his black to say, enemy protects don't matter. They count as one. Period. That was amazing. Now, it was kind of a head scratcher that he would also create enemy projectiles with his passive, his yellow one, I believe, depending on how much damage you do. As long as you do so much damage, you create an enemy projectile. But we just said enemy projectiles are only worth 1, so it doesn't even matter what the strength of it is, right? Of course, unless Venom gets stunned, or knocked airborne, or dead. You get it. If something happens to him and those projectiles are out there, they go back to normal status. So, just keep that in mind. Also, his black has a very unique part of his passive, saying that he reduces incoming damage. Like he doesn't take as much, but he also takes more from certain matches. Notably, I want to say red and blue, if I remember correctly, because of his aversion to fire and sonic type attacks. Trying to be thematic with him. Honestly, I kind of wish more of the game worked like that. This is just me, personal wish list here for P.I. McLeod, but I kind of wish more of the game had that sort of, that feel to it, because, he has a weakness to those things, and a lot of characters in comic books have a weakness of some sort, whether it be to fire, to ice, to magic, to something, right? I'm not saying it's straight up like Superman and Kryptonite, but there's a lot of stuff to be said, and there's also strengths. It's kind of weird when you can go against Magneto with some sort of metallic attack, a gunshot, if you will, and Magneto just takes it full on like any old chump would. I it's just me barking up the wrong tree, I guess. And finally, Venom's green. We haven't talked about that at all with these last powers, but it's a board shake power. It gets cheaper if there's more enemy tiles out there. There's not much more to say about it. It is useful. It can get down to 7 in cost, but 7 in cost is kind of like the bare level entrance cost. I can't speak right now for now and day play. His regular cost is like 13. Yuck. So yeah, always put his black up to 5, his yellow up to 5, the green, it's not really worth it, honestly. It's okay. It's just, it does good damage for what it does. It's just, okay. Anyways, you get the point. That's Eddie Brock Venom. He is very, very useful when it comes to puzzle gauntlets. And anytime you have to deal with enemy projectiles and you want a special something to punch with, Eddie Brock's got a good set for it. We're going against him with Mantis. Mantis has a very unique set. She's not quite as old at MPQ as Eddie Brock is, but she comes with a decent set for using enemy tiles against him. That's the weird part. Using enemy tiles. Well, he makes enemy tiles. So in other words, for us, it'd be friendly protect tiles. She uses enemy tiles to do her special stuff. quite frankly, you are afraid. Skip all the hullabaloo here, but when you match or destroy an enemy special tile, create a purple countdown that stuns a random enemy for 4 turns. And if they're already stunned, they take a ton of damage. This is passive. This is 0 AP. This is just going to happen. Of course, there are 1-turn countdowns when you do the match or destruction, but still, how are you going to ask for more? That's a really good ability. Crank it up to 5 any chance you get. The only time it doesn't come in handy is if it's one of those special cases where the person can't be stunned. Keep that in mind. Oversharing is what we're going to rely on a bunch here. Put it at any level, 3, 4, or 5, but the main effect is still the same. You take a friendly tile and give it to the enemy. You also give a burst of healing to the ally with least health. This only costs 5 yellow to achieve this, and it's pretty decent. It also, if the ally that's getting healed is a guardian of the galaxy, which includes herself, decrease the strength of that given tile by a certain amount, depending on the level you put it at. So in other words, you're giving them something, but you're also kind of decreasing its value. You're getting some healing out of it. It is now an enemy tile, so theoretically, you should be giving them something that you could use You Are Afraid with. Makes sense, right? Finally, there's sleep. Honestly, this isn't that big of a deal, except that it is. Let me explain. It's 8 green, so it's a little pricey, but don't put it at 3 or 4. That's not where it's at, okay? It does a 3-turn stun, and with a 3-turn countdown, and at the end of it, it gives the enemy a burst of health for sleeping. And kind of like, why would you want that, right? You're going to heal them with the stun? That's kind of weird. But if it's matched by either team, you deal some extra damage to the targeted enemy and stun yourself for 2 turns at level 4. It does less damage to the enemy at level 3. But why would you want it at 5? Because it's a 3-turn repeater then. It stuns the enemy for 3 turns, gives them health, and then it repeats. They stay asleep. 3 more turns, and then they still get healing, and then 3 turns, and then healing, and then 3 turns, and then healing. If the tiles are matched by other team, do a bunch of damage to the targeted enemy, and then stun yourself for 2 turns. You can't fire this off twice. In other words, so once 1 sleep is on the board, you can't do it again. But this is great. This power at level 5 can hold 1 enemy down. Sure, you're slowly healing them, but it's the amount of healing that you should be out damaging it at this point. So it's not going to make it an infinite loop. You should be able to out damage it with no problem. You don't normally like to heal the enemy, and I understand that, but just trust me when I say if you could hold down someone with sleep while you're using You Are Afraid on the rest of the enemy team, Mantis is great. Let's just say what it is. Her best friend in this game is probably 4-star Carnage. Lots of enemy tiles to take advantage of. Anyways, without further ado, so we get this over with and get to the polls for Victor, let's start this off. Oh, I almost forgot, right? We want to turn on the one-on-one animations before we start, right? There you go. Character effects on. Story. Deadpool Daily. Clickety-click. Eddie Brock. Mantis. Go. Okay. Oh, and they give us a nice, easy-peasy match 5 to start the game with. Which we want that yellow, because once he gives us a tile, we're going to want to turn it into an enemy tile so we can take advantage of it. Now, that might not happen, because that insinuates that he's going to do enough damage at some point to have that work. Just so you see why or how it works, look at that passive. When an enemy is damaged for 451 or more health, create a yellow 54 yellow enemy projectile. He's got to do over 450 damage to me. He's basically got to get the green to do it. So if I can let him get green, I will, just so you guys can see the animations and have some fun laughing at him with me. Oh, there's a crit. Oh, there's a protection tile. Yay, there's a couple of them. So now we wait. We don't fire this off right away. We wait until they are matchable or destroyable somehow. Okay, it's purposeless to change the tile if you can't immediately get some sort of bang for your buck. I'm gonna match this away, hoping that he won't take and he took the yellow. And he took the yellow. Just as quick as that, he was like, nope, I ain't falling for that, sir, ma'am, whoever you are. I guess we'll just take some of this. I could sleep him, but I kind of want to. I want to take some damage so you can see the oversharing, so you can see that you are not afraid. Then I can cast sleep. I want to kind of get, you know, a set of animations out there. Hey, you destroyed the tile we were going to use. Oh well. Kind of letting him gather the yellow too, so he can hit me. Okay, there's the green. There's a tile, figures. Down there in the corner. What a jerk. What a jerk. I need to do something to get that in our care. He could take that yellow on the left. I'm hoping he takes his team up and pushes it left, but he's probably not gonna, is he? Okay, take the black. That's no skin off my back. Come on. Come on, Eddie. Yeah, he took the yellow. Okay. Take this. Sir, do something again, please. I'm trying to leave the door wide open for you. I would have left the crit for you. Oh boy. Well, he's going to take that. That'll be a tile. There we go. It's still not in a matchable position. He's going to take that match 4 if I don't. Not that I really care for that match 4, but I might as well. Okay, there's the yellow active power. There's the green active power. Hey, the CPU does not do what you want to do. Hey, John, I didn't even see you show up. That's sneaky of you. I know, right? I'm waiting for him to just come on. I'm trying to be a good boy here. You know, here we go. I got this. We're going to put him to sleep. This will work. Trust me. And then we're going to do one of these. So now that yellow's in a matchable state. So we're going to, now that he's asleep, we're going to overshare that tile. We're going to laugh at him because that's one of the best animations in this game. And then we're going to match that away. He is afraid. See that little mantis face? And he's dead. He's not just afraid, he's gone. He's been erased. So you can see how having a plethora of enemy tiles out there would be really good. So 4-star Carnage, 5-star Carnage even. Anyone that makes enemy tiles frequently, Mantis can deal with. Enemy Polaris teams kind of hate going against a Mantis, at least on defense. You know, the Mantis has a chance of just matching all those friendly tiles and making a ton of stuns. Anyways, let's move on to the reason that we really are here, and it's pull time. I only got 301 CP, but hey, let's be fair. That's 300 CP that I have now, and I just spent on that big old, well, what was it called? It's around here somewhere. Is it already gone? The Good Fortune store. There it is. I spent everything. We spent 1,400 CP approximately on this store, and we're back again with 300 because we're going to do this Heir to Ultron thing. So we only get 12 pulls, but hey, Kang pulls will be a cherry on top. Ultron pulls will be a cherry on top. Victor pulls are definitely needed. We only have one cover plus one in shards. We could definitely use some more love for Victor. So let's do it. 12 pulls, ready, and go. No, not you, Bucky. I know you got metal on you, but we're looking for, you know, something else. At least an Ultron. I say at least because he's obviously the lowest hanging fruit there. There's Kate. Got a lot of metal arms going on here. Hey, Doc. Red Guardian. Okay, not what we want. It's all good. It's all good. All good things. All good things. When I say all good things, I mean, come on, Victor. Oh, maybe. Huh? That's Kang. I mean, Kang's cool. We'll take Kang. Penny or Puck for luck. Out of 12 pulls, I'd rather not have either. I feel like that's bad luck with this many characters in the game. But, you know, I guess I need luck, right? I do like Gore. We use Gore daily, many, many times. Very useful. Another metal fist. What? A lot of metal armed people. Is this poll session themed? In case you're not aware, on this stream, when we get done spending these, we always go in and cash them in. If there's any more champ rewards, meaning CP, to pull with, we'll use that too. And there's Jubilee. Speaking of which, you see that preview for the new X-Men 97 series coming out on Disney Plus in March? Looks really cool. I'm a fan. I was a kid of those X-Men shows on Saturday mornings where I'm at. I loved that cartoon series. Anyways, let's spend these. We only had one, oops, not 1 star. Only 1 5-star out of the 12 pulls. Not a good pull rate, but we'll spend that right now. Thank you, King. Jubilee. Miguel. What's that? That new Madam Web support? Slapped it right on Miguel. I can't blame you. Okay, some Doc Ock shards. That's decent. I'm looking for CP to spend, though. They're being very, very stingy today. Only 16 right now to my name. Yikes. I'll take the Doc Ock level. Well, that's it. We only have 16 CP right now, guys. Is there any other tokens I can spend to even try to get some? Nope. Dang. Lackluster. Well, on a good point, we have 21 legendary tokens saved up for when Victor gets there. And it's going to be a few weeks. So, you know, we can wait. We're going to have quite a horde when he comes around and Goose leaves the latest Legends. Okay. That's it. Nice and quick and easy, right? We did our Crash the Titans with Mantis against Eddie Brock. And, of course, our small but lacklustrous pull session for Victor. Oh, well. 1 out of 12. Yuck. Okay. Thanks for joining me, John. I better get going so I can post this up and get back to work before someone notices, right? Thank you very much for joining. I'll see you guys real soon. Later, y'all.